As of April 1st, I've been playing this Vatic Flash paddle. Really enjoy this paddle, but as of today, I have switched to Vatic Alchemy. This is Spencer Smith. This is the paddle design for him. It's got his signature on here and it's got his logo on here. The difference between this and my Vatic Flash, Alchemy has a speed hole right here. It also has a little bit longer of a handle, and it's just a little bit heavier in weight. So I like the longer handle, lets me do two-handed backhand. I like the heavier weight, a little more power, and I like the speed hole here to generate a little more power. Hit it for the first time today. Keep watching and I'll show you the shots that I make with it. So the first shot I'm doing here is the serve. In case that was too fast for you, in real time, here's a slow motion version of my serve. A lot of the shots that I recorded today, I realized that sometimes in real time it's hard to tell exactly what's happening with the shot. So I recorded a lot of them in regular time and slow motion. So here's a down the line forehand. I like the feel of Alchemy, the little heavier weight. My one-handed backhand here and my forehand, the little heavier weight, and the speed hole is letting me drive through the ball. Here's my two-handed backhand using the extra length of the paddle to get a good two-handed grip on the paddle. Like I said before, I wasn't doing the two-handed backhand too much with my Vatic Flash because it was hard to get both hands on the paddle. So again, here's a slow motion view of one-handed down the line forehand return. I don't use this shot very much in doubles, but when I play singles, I do like to hit shots down the line occasionally. And this paddle for my singles game should help me out generating just a little more speed through the contact point, because it's just a couple ounces heavier than Flash, and the speed hole should let me generate just a little more speed through the contact point. Here's the one-handed backhand. And coming up here, there should be a two-handed backhand return. So this shot's very important when you're returning the ball into the wind. You need to be able to drive it low and hit it deep in the court. And so being able to get two hands on the paddle is going to help me with that. So here's a different angle. As you can tell, my target is just about 3 feet inside the baseline, and that's usually my aiming point whenever I play. I like to try to keep the ball deep in the court when I have my opponent back. I'm doing this using more control than power, but this paddle is going to give me just a little bit more power than I had with Flash. And now I'm hitting a few punch volleys with the paddle just to test it and make sure that I still have the control to keep it in the court. I'm 62 years old, so I'm not real strong. Younger players using this paddle can probably generate a lot more pace than what I'm generating here, but it works for me, and definitely in my age group, I think this will be enough power for my game. So here I'm going to hit a few third shot drops with it just to make sure that I have the control that I need to hit this shot. The third shot drop is all about control and feel. And from the left court here, this is mainly the drop I usually hit. Here's the slow motion view of it. And from here, I am going to hit a couple of shots from the transition zone, because this is the ultimate in feel shot. When a ball is bouncing at your feet in the transition zone, you need to be able to just touch it back over the net, which I'm able to do with this paddle with its control. I got the 16 millimeter paddle here for control. It also comes in 13.5 millimeters, which is going to be more of a pop paddle. But like I say, I am a control player, and I always go for paddles that are going to let me keep the ball in the court and keep it in play. So now I'm going to hit a couple of two-handed backhand shots from the kitchen line. Just testing the fact that I can still keep the two hands on the paddle when the ball is coming at me fast and I have less time to react. And here's a one-handed punch volley backhand drive. All of these shots feel really good. I like the weight of the paddle. It's between 8.3 and 8.5 ounces is what they advertise. I haven't actually weighed it to know exactly what the weight is. It feels just a little heavier than my flash, so just probably about 2 or 3 ounces heavier than what my flash weighed. So here's some backhand dink shots. These shots really require a lot of control. So this is a good test for the paddle to make sure I can control this backhand dink. So here's a around the post shot. This is one of the ultimate control shots because you can't hit this through the court on the other side. You have to be able to keep it in play. And this shot here is when you don't have enough room to go around the post, and you just need to get it back in play all the way back across the net to the opponent cross court from you. So great paddle. Use my coupon code TimCraig, all one word, CAPS, to get $10 off.